greatest, that is a vow, yeah, that is a promise. Always wanted to be famous, just being real, yeah, just being honest. My haters gon' always be nameless, give them no clout, I give them no power. Creators built different, they ancient, sooner than later, all will be ours. I keep an eye out for the numbers, I stay in contact, synchronization. To infinity, even beyond it, I am a common, no destination. A lot of things I am above, and there are a lot of things that are above me. Do not go for the people I love, cause then I get scary, then I get ugly, yeah. Hey, no problem when I'm not equation. Present, noted, observation. I'm not new here, reborn creation. Come and find me, sending location.
Hi everybody. Hi. Shout out to the Eventual Replay Gang. Please don't forget to like this video when you leaving or when you coming or leaving. Okay. So what's up, Triple Bro? I've been hearing like a lot of like crazy things being said. And I thought I would just like clear up some things because a lot of people just kind of like they did with the election, like using people ignorance against them, using people that they know have a sheeple mindset that's just going to listen to anything they say without doing any type of fact check or, you know, confirm anything. So I was hearing people talking about, oh, there's a Trump is doing, yeah, yeah. But listen, this I want to tell you. Yeah, that just happened. Actually, you know what? Let me play that. Let me play that clip because I did just see that. Hold on. You can play that clip. But before I play the clip, I want to say this because to my knowledge, what I gather, it was never going to be a shutdown of like food stamps, Section 8. I was concerned about the college because, you know, my daughter is in college and my son or whatever. And my daughter stays on campus, so the federal funding for that. And she's not in her state. I mean, she's in her state when I'm talking about. Greetings. So with the shutdown they were talking about, the only while I would say the one that had me concerned was the one for like green, like the go green. Because, you know, Trump is one of those people that don't believe in global warming. So yeah, that was like, you're gonna cut off green funding. But this is the funding that they saying that he was cutting when I actually did the fact check on it. The funding that he was cutting was like basically like green money sent to like green. Like, you know how they want you to go green and they building up all these different organizations to help people go green or to start process of teaching people to go green. And it's a bunch of different ways that the green thing is funded. So some those polls not cut, but they're going to be paused until they see if it's worth it or not. And there was somebody that's going with global warming. I don't know about that part. So that was concerning to me. The other part that they were supposed to cut off was national aid, like they have like a grant specifically for other countries that are suffering, or even within this country. So that aid is being paused. I agree with that because like we got too many people that's American citizens that need aid. Section 8 was never discussed. Medicaid is not going to be affected. Food stamps is not going to be affected. SSI is not going to be affected as far as people that's like receiving personal payments. But I think like other aids to it, and because you got to realize a lot of people are working thinking they're going to get their retirement money, and the Federal Reserve is actually going broke. So it does need to be some overhaul just to see like where is this money being sent to. And a lot of these, and I hope they're saying, and then I feel like corporate welfare needs to be cut out completely. Like the citizens should not have to cap what you call it, bail out the banks and big businesses when they do all of this weird shit. Because corporate welfare is killing this, and also all these unnecessary wars. Yes, but hit the like button. But yeah, Triple is right about like I think like 30-some minutes ago, a judge had overruled Trump. What you call it, federal cut. So I'm gonna let y'all hear the news clip on that because y'all know I like I hear the clip. Okay. If y'all can't hear, let me know.
PM on the East Coast as this memo, this essentially new pause goes into effect. And some questions that were made about what exactly is being paused. The White House worked very hard to make very clear today, in their view, at the press briefing, they've had a couple of officials out on some of the cable news shows, that what they call individual assistance is not affected. That said, that doesn't necessarily answer all the questions that people have. Fair? Yes, there are many questions, and we're getting a sense from various types of organizations that rely on this flow of already passed money that goes through federal grants to state programs and different things like that. They have questions because this is a very new approach, and the Trump administration is making clear that this is the imprint of the president's point of view on how federal government services should be provided. He is saying that in his executive orders already signed, he wants to draw a line against things that, in his view, with very politically charged language, DEI, woke, transgender issues, those kinds of things that are a part of our culture.
Oh yeah, I forgot that too. Like, you know, all those programs that are like set up for like the people that's with the trans, like anything connected to that trans situation or people trying to regenify themselves, they're gonna have to come out of pocket for it completely now. Oh my bad, I keep pausing on.
In our country, that those things that are getting funding would need to stop. And part of putting this out as of the top of the program here at the top of the hour, telling those agencies and departments that they must pause disbursement of money and provide a rationale by February 10th to the Office of Management and Budget to explain that the programs do not have those things. And so that's part of what we're seeing unfold tonight. You, Kelly, and I'm sorry to do that, because a thing has happened that sometimes happens, which is, as you are standing there getting ready for this live shot, some word just came into it. That is right. Yeah. Breaking news. I'm not going to make you rip on it, but I do want to share with our audience what this is, because it's our NBC News reporting here that a federal judge has now issued a stay, basically pressing pause on this pause until Monday. So, 5:05, here we are with that literally coming in maybe the last 30 seconds or so. Interesting. Yeah. Well, it's interesting. I want to read this. This is from our team here at NBC News, that it doesn't go into the legality of the freeze. So there have been legal challenges, we know already, against this federal funding pause. This administrative stay does not go to the legality of this. I believe this is from our justice producer, Dan Barnes, but it does give the court more time to get briefed, to hear arguments on some of these nonprofit groups' requests for this temporary restraining order that would last for 2 weeks. So all of that is to say, new date. It was 5 minutes ago, right, when this funding freeze thing was going to come to a head. It is now Monday at 11 a.m., which is when this hearing will be, that this will all come to a head. So, Kelly, all of which is to say, whatever was going to happen now is not going to happen based on what this federal judge has done. But all it does is, in some ways, kick the can down till Monday at least, right? Well, it's an important demonstration of the fact that there are times when government needs to be predictable in how it interacts with its partners, which would be these recipient agencies and so forth. And some of what we've been hearing today as we've talked to various sources in nonprofits and in state government and so forth is, hey, we didn't know this was going to happen. What does it mean? And in effect, it would seem that the judge is saying there is a need for additional time. And as you point out, not getting into the underlying questions of who has the authority and how does it work. There are those on Capitol Hill who say the money appropriated was the purview of Congress, not the president. The White House here believes that the president has a lot of influence on how these agencies should respond. But the day of questions we've been living in, Hallie, is now evidenced by a judge saying, pause on the pause. So we got the double pause going. A chance to really look at this and to have a better understanding so that whatever clearly there will be changes from the Trump administration and how they engage with the federal government, but it does at least put on hold some of the concerns that individuals might have, even though we're getting assurances from the White House that an individual check or payment would not be at stake. Clearly, they needed more information. And so there's been a rush coming out of the Trump White House to enact policies and to make an impact. And here is a speed bump in the process that will at least give a chance for some discussion and further information. Kelly, all of what you said was really important, but especially this point that you're making about the president, this White House, having been clear that they did want to remake what the federal government looked like. I mean, that is in large part what Donald Trump ran on when he was a candidate. Now as a president, he and his team are working to enact some of this. They were not unprepared and presumably are not unprepared for the legal challenges they are facing, not just on this issue, but on a slew of other actions that the president has looked to implement. That was never unexpected. That's very true. And with the signing of various executive orders, part of what you're seeing is that now that President Trump has articulated policy views on various subjects, and we've seen a wide range of those, part of the administration is saying that when parts of the federal government are reacting to that, what they don't want to have happen, the Trump administration doesn't want any workaround or attempt to intervene or impede those policy objectives of Donald Trump. And that may have in part influenced moving on this OMB memo, the pause we've been discussing, even before there's an OMB director confirmed by the Senate. So they want to make certain that the government is not working at odds with the new president. And that is a tension point that echoes from the first administration of Donald Trump. And it's clearly something that he wants to avoid and to use whatever force and influence he has to prevent this time around.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top story.
Okay, guys, there you heard it. So, but like I said, the government federal shutdown, well, I could say possibly would have affected the people, because a lot of people, they like to use a lot of scare tactic. It wasn't about like Medicaid in the form like y'all thinking. It was about stopping grants to aid other countries, stopping any grants to help anybody that wants to do gender reassignments that will no longer come out of any federal aid. It wouldn't be back. So this is America. If you want to have a surgery, I guess it would be considered like election surgery, kind of like a BBL. That's like be able to get grants and funding to get for a woman to get a BBL. You can't do that. You see what I'm saying? So that's essentially what's going to happen with people with gender dysmorphia, because that's what it is, gender dysmorphia. So those people who have those type of issues. See, and the problem is a lot of these people that are against Trump, they are actually hoping for poor Americans to not have food stamps, which is weird. And you got to realize food stamp is you can't take taxes from people to pay for something and did not pay it. You understand? That's called fraud. That's not allowed. That's why it's a pause, and they want to see, I guess they want to see exactly what's going on. But certain things that they are trying to tell you guys to trigger you, to try to make you like, they're kind of doing y'all like the Spanish people are trying to do Black American people. Like, y'all didn't help Black people. Y'all actually ate off our plate and had the nerve to try to throw the dishes back at us. And now y'all want to blame us. No, we ain't got shit to do with that. Go to the white people. Like y'all been saying, y'all came over here, and not just Spanish people. A lot of immigrants come over here thinking that they're better than. And now they the same. Okay? Now it's your turn. Do what you could do, because y'all always thought y'all was so much better than us. It's your time. It's your time to shine and prove it. But yeah, I just wanted to clear up some of these things that people were like getting mistaken. But like I told you, my concern I did have some concerns with the federal pause, because like I said, Trump does not believe in global warming. And Trump is one of those people that like to build those high-rise building, which is affecting the ecosystem. It's affecting our air. You know what I'm saying? It's messing up the world. And the world, and I understand the world is overpopulated, but some of them green things are good. But as you know, the government, they love to create these shell companies that's supposed to be to benefit the people, but it's nothing but like a money grab and wait for them to funnel in money illegally and get stuff done and line their own pockets versus helping the actual people. So what he's supposedly doing is going in, but he needs to go in on other things like corporate welfare, like I said, because I don't think it's fair that I think he should go in on corporate welfare. I think that when police brutality happens, it should come out the police pension, not the city taxpayers, because that's the only way to stop it. And on top of that, it's their responsibility. So I think that's another thing that we can use with a whole bunch of cutting. Like I told you, he also wanted to cut off financial aid to other countries, because like I told you, a lot of you guys are paying into Social Security, that older people that are at the age limit and our time limit, they are receiving it. It's like you pay in now for other people, and when you get older, the people that's in around your age group now, they're going to be putting in so you can live off of it. But the problem is they keep depleting the funding with different things like war, the police brutality, bank bailouts, a couple of other like founding businesses of America bailouts. They can't afford for them to go down for the stocks and stuff like that. See, I think those type of things should be those money should be revisited and looked at as well. But as far as the green, I hope he got somebody that's an actual Green Party representative that is truly for making the earth a better place and more livable, and bringing down diseases and sicknesses. You know what I'm saying? So I hope he takes that because like I said, I know Trump doesn't. That's the one thing I don't like. He doesn't believe in global warming. And then, like I said, and now we also got the immigration problem. It's like they're right now. They're going after all of like the safe cities, which would be like New York City, Chicago. I think Illinois. Not Illinois. It's definitely going to be considered that now. It's definitely going to be considered a form of cosmetic surgery. But before, there was actual grants. Even in jail, they could go to jail and get regendered assignments. And not just that, not just the surgeries, the medicine that they use to try to get rid of their estrogen or whatever the case may be. Yeah, it's definitely something. So yeah, because they have people believing like he coming after your food, and some people really wanted to, but no, he's coming after not gay people, like trans people will no longer be able to get any type of medicine, any type of surgeries, any type of counseling, any type of housing specialized for that situation. All of that stuff is stopping. Section 8 is not going to stop. Other housing fund, depending on what city you in, they got those different types. That is not going to stop. What they're no longer going to do is create a thing specifically for people that are trans, because that was a big thing. So that's the type of government grants that they want to pull. They wasn't going to take it away. They want to review it, but they did say they was going to take away the trans. As far as like the Green Party thing, like now they got the solar systems, they got the greenhouses. They got programs where, because I know in New York City, they got like a bunch of neighborhood gardens now. So like for people, because in New York City is rare you have anybody with like a backyard, even if they got a house. And a lot of the backyard, the type of soil it's on is no good to grow your own food anyway. See, so that's why it's a lot of greenhouses. So they looking into those type of programs. Let's see these programs. Let's see if it's effective. Let's see if the money that's being poured into these programs is actually adding up. Because it is a lot of money laundering going on in Congress on all levels. So that's basically what he's trying to do. He's trying to see what is these grants coming for, because he's basically trying to take away a whole lot and then basically rebuild up the government in the way that he sees fit. But so that's what's really going on. So don't be letting people trying to do scare tactics with you. You're still going to get your stamps. You're still going to have your Medicaid. You're still going to have your housing. Now, if you got some type of special program for trans people and stuff like that, yeah, you may need to start you may need to start looking into other things. You see what I'm saying? And just like even with the immigration, their goal is to get out all the illegals, but they saying first they're going after illegals that's here committing crime, because a lot of people were being, and I think it's funny, a lot of these people that came from these countries, they came in overtaking black communities, kicking them out the house, out their own apartments, by guns and all that stuff. You should see the stuff that they was doing to the people, and the police didn't do shit about it. You see what I'm saying? So these are the first that's gonna the first kind, and that's what they're doing now. They basically all the complaints that was being made, they're doing that. So eventually they are going to get to the people that be picking the fruit and building your house, whatever the hell they be saying. But I think somebody made a good point, because I don't know why they acting like this is a black people problem. It's not. Paul Mooney said it best. They forced us to come over here to pick cotton. Y'all volunteered to come over here to pick fruit for 25 cents. It's the truth. And then I heard that they said it's going to be a lot of, like, if the ICE come to the school, it's like a lot of black women saying that they're going to fight and risk their freedom to protect the kids. Why was y'all not fighting and protecting black kids? Look how many black schools that are in mainly black areas, especially low income. They don't have the tech. They don't have all the computers. They don't even have all the school supplies. Why are you not fighting for those black kids? And you fighting it to bring in more kids? That's wild to me. Where was the black women fight for the kids that look like them? Y'all gonna do all of that? That's crazy. But I think black people need to mind their business, especially black women. Y'all need to mind your goddamn business. What's up, Bird? So yeah, I just wanted y'all to have that quickly covered. Don't be letting people try to do, scare tactics on you guys. And like, this has been paused, so we're gonna see how that go, and probably more because and I think what Trump is doing too, because a lot of people in the office don't like Trump, so he already know that they gonna be against him. So he's not really trying to, like, he's moving more like a gangster than being more. He's not being real open and transparent. Maybe because he feels like no matter what he says, they're going to be against him. But he can't do that, because you still have to have open dialogue and conversation with people. You just can't be going in just doing shit like that. I think that a bipartisan government works best. Like, work together. You know what I'm saying? So just like give them a heads up what you're doing. That'll at least cut down on the legal thing, because it's like a push and pull for egos at this point. It's not even really I think that's what it's going to turn into. That it's going to turn into an ego thing. And people that like the Democratic Party, you should fact check the things they say and keep that in mind for your next vote, because as you can see, a lot of people are turning away. So it seems like if you love the Democratic Party that much, you really need to help them clean that shit up and get these people out of here that are not doing nothing but word service. Like the Democrat Party worried about Trump pardoning all those people that had rioted a couple of years ago. Why do you care? He's the president. He gets to pardon anybody he wants to. So all of this shit going on with the immigration, the federal cuts, and all these other things that he's not even finished. And y'all want to sit here and cry about him pardoning some people? Like, come on now. Y'all got to pick a battle. And you should be picking it for the people. It's like they too worried trying to, like, you can't, he won. It's over. Don't be sitting here trying to fight every little thing that is a waste of time. That's why y'all lost in the first fucking place. Y'all be focusing on the wrong shit. She said, I'm relieved he's not messing with housing programs and food stamp because it will hurt kids and elderly people who have a disability. Exactly. It's not about that. The housing thing was for the trans, anything related to like the trans thing. He wants all of those federal programs cut completely out. Anything concerning like national aid to other countries, he wants to revisit that, the U.S. commitment to other countries, and basically take it way, like all that funding needs to go way down. And it's true, we're not really in a position to help anybody. We in debt to other people, and we have to really help ourselves and the citizens in this country and their wants and needs. Because we got kids here that need their food stamp. We need low income housing here. We can't afford to help nobody right now. So I'm happy it's finally going to be a president that's looking out for American people only. It's about time that we have somebody looking out for us only. Because if you didn't come here legally, you shouldn't be expecting shit anyway. You should be happy you got away all this motherfucking time. You see what I'm saying? So I just wanted to clear that up for you guys. And y'all feel free to look it up if you guys think that I'm lying about anything I say. Look, don't listen to like the fear mongering. Actually look up and see what exactly does that entail. What is that? What's gonna happen? You see what I'm saying? Look that up first. Don't listen to that. Like I said, my concern though is the green thing though, because Trump doesn't believe in global warming. I don't know why he doesn't believe in global warming, but he doesn't. And that's kind of scary. Like, because global warming is definitely real. It's definitely a thing. Hold on, guys. Oh. What's up, Maverick? Hey, Choo Choo. Yeah, because it's the truth. That's why I said I'm going to come live and explain it to people. Because a lot of these hateful people, they so mad at Trump for the gay thing. They so focused on kids losing food stamps. You don't like what Trump doing to gay people, so your response is you hope children lose food stamps. That tell you the sickness of some of these so-called loving ass Democrats. They're weird. So yeah, that's why they're not in office no more. Hold on a second, guys. Give me 1 second. Hold on, guys. I want to play something for y'all real quick before I head out of here. I'm just trying to find a timestamp, but I'll be right here. Y'all talk among yourself. Give me a minute.
Deportations, hate them all the way. They are beautiful.
Y'all listen to this.
They are the beautiful beaches.
Hey, so far.
In your own country. I never want to see you go to another Mexican restaurant to order enchiladas, burritos, tacos, margaritas. None of that. You're not even allowed to have.
I'm one step ahead of you, sis. I learned how to make my own tacos, but go off.
Taco Bell, even though that's a knockoff version of Mexican food. Never touch another bottle or shot of tequila in your life ever again. Don't go visit beautiful Mexico.
I'm glad it is too. Look how they talking to us. Look how this Spanish girl talking to us. Listen to this shit.
Tulum, Cancun, Puerto Vallarta, all of those. Go visit Nebraska. Go visit Kansas. Stay out of beautiful Mexico. Go visit.
Yes, there's a funding for trans, but the women, real actual women, we still on a waiting list. And then these immigrants came over, they got stamps, they got housing. Look at me, I can't even find my Section 8 apartment, but they was able to house all them fucking people in New York City. Now that the motherfuckers is out of here, I probably had a better chance finding my bigger Section 8 apartment. I am so happy they get the fuck out of here.
Visit the red states that you love so much. Clean your own house and mow your own lawn. Get in the field and start picking fruit. Go build the houses, and I want to see you pop them up quick. No more listening to salsa, merengue, bachata, reggaeton, cumbias, none of that. Listen to
reggaeton is them copying off of black people, still in Jamaican shit.
Your own music. You don't get to love the culture, but hate the people that created the culture.
Don't that sound familiar, black people? They thought they were special though.
And if you're Latino that hates immigrants and that is for the mass deportations, never in your life use that Latino card ever again, because you just use it when it benefits you. Call yourself a gringo. Act as white as you can. And let me know if they see you as one of them. Y viva Mexico, cabrón.
This is just an observation, so please don't judge me, and I won't judge you because things can get ugly before things will get beautiful. Chris Brown. Have y'all noticed that non-Black Americans always come to Black Americans with their hands out? Can you protest for me? Can you do a GoFundMe? Can you fight ICE for me? They never come bringing anything to the table. Even when people call them out on their anti-Blackness, they're not willing to sit down and listen to you or validate your concerns. Matter of fact, they'll tell you to stop playing victim. Pipe down. The same people that say seek out a Black woman if you need help will be the same people that turn around and dogpile a Black woman. The same people that say, oh, Black women have attitudes that ain't too loud are the same people that want her loudness and her attitude when they're advocating for their cause. But other than that, it's a problem. And the love is never reciprocated or support, because when it's their turn, they're nowhere to be found. Other than that, all these non-Black Americans always with their hands out.
I didn't think that some Black women just
naturally have, no, like mammy DNA in them. I believe it now. On my way to go do after school pickups for our kids, and I see a video where apparently, I guess there's all these black teachers who are making TikToks about if ICE comes to get the kids, the students, they're willing to fight and go to jail, be harmed, whatever, to protect these kids. And people are making videos saying, "Oh my God, that's so great, and it's so awesome what the black women teachers are doing and fighting for our kids." And I mean, I'm just floored. I can't believe there's still black women.
That's a great point. That's a great point, Kiva. She said he don't want to believe in global warming because he wants citizens and industry to continue to rely on petroleum-based products which pollute our environment. Trump has heavy oil investment. It makes sense. It makes sense because that's why I said I think that Green Party should be like those green federal cuts need to be looked into because he doesn't even believe in global warming, and that's scary. Oh, this is a stitch of different women on YouTube and men talking about the immigration because Spanish people are apparently blaming black people, saying that we next and shit. How? We this is our birthright.
Like this that exist that still are willing to risk their bodies, their mental wellness, their physical well-being in a place where no one has ever, I mean ever, besides on an individual basis, maybe in your individual lives, have experienced it, but as a whole, black women have never, by and large, experienced anyone ever coming to our rescue and risking life and limb for our protection or anything that is an offspring of us, for that matter. Anything that resembles us. And the fact that there are so many black women apparently making these videos saying how they will risk their lives over this is insane to me, because I guarantee you those people would not do the same for you. They would not do the same for your children. Not even close. But alas, like I said, when I see things like this, there is no other logical explanation. It has to be the DNA. It has to be that there are some black women who just, the mammy genes are just so active. They're so activated that they.
Yes, I just want to try to hear what people are like saying on Twitch about the immigration thing. Black people are not falling for it as a collective. Spanish people take that shit over the ice. Black people have been trying to have a coalition with you guys for years. Y'all never gave a fuck when it was us. Now it's you. Handle your business. All I got is prayers. So anyway, back with Trump. Don't let these people do fear monger with you. You are not about to lose any benefit at this point. It's more of a program overhaul. Like I told you, the only program that he said that he straight up wants to take out completely is all the programs made under the Biden administration and the Obama administration for trans and gay people. They're not going to get special treatment, but they're going to get equal treatment. He's not threatening to take away their marriages or anything like that. They're going to be treated just like everybody else, as they should. So Trump is looking out for Americans, and never forget that. And don't let people fear monger you with anything. Always fact check. And like I said, I am concerned about the Green Party thing because I would like to see, I would like more transparency on what he considers overspending on things that's going to help to make the earth a better place. We all have to do our part in that, especially America. So, 1 second. So don't forget, black people, we built this country. We deserve all the peace. Everybody else turn to fight right now. Now, black women, black men, rest. And make sure you look into things before you believe. Don't let people play on your intelligence. Oh hell no, hold on. I want to play you something. Yeah, there we go. We're gonna end it on this note. You guys have a great day. I love my country and president. Don't let nobody fear mangle you. A lot of these people that were these gay people thought they was popping because Obama basically made this country gay again, and now Biden backed it up, and now it's being looked out for the citizen, women, and children, as it should be. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, but like I said, the green thing, I really think that needs more transparency because Trump doesn't believe in global warming. But other than that, yeah. Women and children need housing. How do you get ahead of the list because you think you're a man or a woman, even though your birth certificate says differently? Get the fuck out of here. Lady, you guys have a great day. All those people like the gay men and the gay men and I'm not talking about the gay men in this sector that wasn't doing it, but you know the gay men that was in this sector talking about how we was gonna be hungry with our kids when Trump come in office. Look like y'all about to be houseless if you ain't paying your rent in full, and you got it because you have some type of gender dysphoria. You guys have a great day. Mwah. Chef kisses.
I will be one of the greatest, that is a vow, yeah, that is a promise. Always wanted to be famous, just being real, yeah, just being honest. My haters gonna always be nameless, give them no clout, I give them no power. Creators feel different, they ancient, sooner than later, what will be ours? I keep an eye out for the numbers, I stay in contact, synchronization. To infinity, even beyond it, I am a common, no destination. A lot of things I am above, and there are a lot of things that are above me. Do not go for the people I love, cause then I get scary, then I get ugly, yeah. Hey, no problem when I'm not equation. Present, loaded, observation. I'm not new here, reborn creation. Come and find me, sending location.